Let's see how you can untriangulate the rigged figure and transfer weights to the new geometry made of quads using Cinema 4D and Blender. I have the rigged triangulated figure. Technically, it is made of quads that have a diagonal edge. As you may know, the weights are distributed over vertices, and after the untriangulation process, the structure of a figure will be overhauled completely, so the information about weights assigned to the vertices will be lost. This problem can be solved with a tool called Vertex Map Manager, or VAMP, that can transfer the weights for us. I would strongly recommend reading an article about this cool feature in the corresponding section in the help. You will find the link in the description. Let's start. Firstly, we need to prepare a figure for the untriangulation process. To do that, delete everything from your scene except for geometry. Select the figure, hit Alt plus numpad 0. This is necessary to reset the model's position in space. Now we're ready to export. Go to File, Export, Wavefront OBJ, and hit the little gear. Make sure that here are 1 and centimeters specified. Now press OK and let's name the file. Now, before we proceed to the Blender, prepare your scene for the import of a new figure. Revert to the previous setup, pressing Ctrl plus Z multiple times. Now delete all the stuff except for geometry and its skin object and weight tag, and leave the skeleton. Everything else should be deleted. We can open Blender. Before importing OBJ, we have to make sure that our scene is measured in centimeters. Proceed to the Scene tab, then Units, and look at the length parameter. The centimeters should be visible there. Now import our OBJ. File, Import, Wavefront OBJ. The geometry affects not only the weights, but a UV map as well. Let's see how it looks before the untriangulation. Click on the UV Editing tab and press A to see the map. Now let's see what will happen to it after the interference. Jump to the Layout tab, hit Tab to enter the edit mode, and press 3 to be able to select faces. Hit A to select all faces and go to the face, Trees to Quads, or just press Alt plus J. Magic! The triangles disappeared, and our figure is made of quads now. But would our old texture fit the new UV? No, not really. The UV got stretched severely. By good luck, Blender has a solution. Let's undo our previous operation and activate it once again. Activate the Compare UVs option and it will do the trick. Let's see how it looks now. Perfect. Now File, Export, Wavefront OBJ. Let's call our new file Quad OBJ and hit Export. Now we're ready to import our new figure to the Cinema 4D. File, Merge Project, and select our new file. And make sure the centimeters option is active. The next step we have to do is to reset the pose of the reference figure. Click on the weight tag and hit Reset Bind Pose. Now we have to place the target geometry in the exact same position where the reference geometry is. Instead of positioning figures manually and tweaking these parameters, we can do it more elegantly. Go to Tools, Transfer, and pick the reference figure with the eyedropper. Once it's done, hit Apply. It matched the reference figure perfectly, and you can see that values have changed in the Coordinates tab. Our target object doesn't have a skin object, so it won't follow the rig. Go to the Character, Skin, and drag and drop it under the target geometry. Now we're ready to use VAMP. Go to Character, Manager, VAMP, and pick the source and target figures with the eyedropper. Activate the Joint Weights option. Once you hit Transfer Maps, you will see the newly created weight tag in the Objects tab right next to our target geometry. Now we can get rid of the old figure and see how the new one works. Let's open the Weight Manager, Shift plus double click on weight tag, and see the transferred weights. Good, yet they can be slightly rough after the VAMP procedure. To fix this, just go to the Commands tab, select the Smooth mode, and hit the apply all multiple times. Now we're good to go. Let's see how the mesh reacts to the bone rotation. Great! Well, it's all for today. If you liked my video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.